when I talk about cookie jar companies, companies who have benefited off of our pain and contributed to our pain. We are coming after you. You will pay.
So everybody knows you're a really big Laker fan, and
Yeah.
today I noticed something that you tweeted. You reacted to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar criticizing you in a column he wrote for the Hollywood Reporter, in which he accused you of being anti-Semitic. What was your reaction when you read the column, and do you plan to have any conversations with Kareem about it?
Well, I was hurt because, I've met Kareem on a few occasions, and he didn't reach out. But, I understand the situation. I really, go at the Hollywood Reporter more than that, who, these are the same people who cover up, for some of these Hollywood types for years, and then, want to send my brother at me. So, I was disappointed at Kareem for not reaching out. But to me, it's nothing to talk about. I've said, over 30 years, I'm not anti anybody. I'm anti wrong, and wrong can come in any color, shape, or creed. And I will point it out every time I see it, because that's just the way I'm built. That's the way I'm cut. I'm not gonna not say what I see. So, he has his opinion. I have mine. You don't have to agree with me 100% on everything. I don't agree with 100% of anybody. Not even my own mama. Everybody say something that you don't agree with, and you still love them. So I still love Kareem, and he's still my brother. And one day we may run into each other and have a conversation.
It's been an accusation that's been lobbed at you a lot, especially over recent weeks because of some of your tweets. When you think about what the criticism have been, is there a part of you or any part of you that can understand why some people might jump to this conclusion with you posting the Star of David with the black cube of Saturn, and also giving props to Louis Farrakhan, who, as we know, has always been in the midst of controversy, and frankly has been, in many respects, the criticisms of him being anti-Semitic have been, I'll be frank, have been warranted. So what do you say to the people who see these things and then wonder, well, what's Cube on? Like, what's this really about?
Well, I'm pretty sure if you connect dots like that, which are, to me, apples and oranges, what I tweet about is one thing, what Farrakhan talks about is another thing. I just said that I don't agree with 100% of anybody. So there's things that everybody say that I don't agree with, and there's things that I agree with. So, there's things, of course, about, Black self-empowerment. There's anti-drug messages, anti-criminal crime, weapon messages that resonate. So, I'm not gonna let anybody pick who I should listen to, who I shouldn't listen to, who I should be down with, and who I shouldn't be down with. So anybody think they're gonna do that and be able to pick that for me, it's not gonna happen. Anybody offended by my art or anything I put out or anything that I've said or I tweeted, to me, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just trying to get to the truth. So, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. If I did hurt your feelings, I apologize for hurting your feelings. But, at the end of the day, I'm going to say what I need to say and do what I need to do to help us get over this hump. And, I would deal with the arrows as they come. And, when you start to get arrows from all sides, you're probably on the right path when you're talking about trying to find the truth. So, to me, this is nothing but a distraction away from my contract with Black America. There's a lot of things in there. When I talk about cookie jar companies, companies who have benefited off of our pain and contributed to our pain, we are coming after you. You will pay. You will be exposed. There's nowhere to hide. So a lot of these same cookie jar companies will come after me because I have a contract with Black America, and it is a way to true freedom in this country, and nothing's going to stop me from being off that page.
Leaving all the Farrakhan part and everything, that part of it aside, I'm wondering. You're in Hollywood. You've been a businessman for a long time. You clearly have done business and have Jewish friends. Have they ever come to you and said, "Hey, Q, I know where your heart is, but some of the things, like with Deshaun Jackson, what he posted was a fake quote, and he didn't even know it." And I worry sometimes when I see things like what happened with Deshaun Jackson about the level of misinformation that's out there. What have maybe some of your Jewish friends or people that you know in your circle, what have they said to you about some of these things?
They haven't said anything. I mean, people in my circle know who I am, know what I'm about. Know I'm gonna call out anybody and everybody, even Black people. So they know how I come. And so they understand that. And so none of them has said anything to me about this. I have a partner that's Jewish, and he's pretty upset that that people are trying to make this a distraction away from the real problem, which is Black equality. We can start shooting at each other about how people interpreted what you put out and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, clumping us together is not going to work. Everybody do their own thing. What Deshaun Jackson said is him. Has nothing to do with me. What Steven Jackson said is him. Has nothing to do with me. What Farrakhan says is him. Has nothing to do with me. So we're all individuals, and we all got to be looked at as individuals. And if people want to look at me and say, okay, he's anti-Semitic, I don't think they're looking close enough. And I think it's really an escape hatch to not deal with the issues that I'm bringing up that need to be dealt with that's really affecting Black people here in America. So, to me, we got to fight to keep fighting, and we're going to keep fighting. And nothing's going to stop us, and ain't nothing going to turn us around.
I want to bring it to your sort of, I guess it's not even a side industry, the music industry. You don't dabble in it as much as you used to, but there has been a lot of talk. I heard a lot of artists say this, that there needs to be a certain kind of reparations that take place in the music industry, because there were a lot of artists, Black artists in particular, who were taken advantage of. And this is something that you obviously rapped about and experienced yourself on some level. What do you think needs to happen in the music industry? Because I saw a lot of them putting out Black Lives Matter statements, a lot of them, right? And we know that there's a particular history with how they treated Black artists. So what do you think the music industry should do to make this right?
Yeah, well, the music industry, once again, cookie jar companies who have not only, stole, well, I ain't gonna say steal. I'm gonna just say, put together some contracts that were not favorable, and very one-sided and lopsided and pretty unfair. The same industry that's done that on one side and one level has invested in private prisons and has, funneled our entertainers and our avenues to get to the public to project only one certain type of image, to ensure that prisons were filled. So there's a lot of nefarious things going on with these companies and these parent companies that we need to, first they need to acknowledge, and we need to fix and clean it up and stop it, because nothing is going to change until we change this economic triangle that's invested in our demise, in our jailing, in our incarceration, in our not getting justice. We have to break that triangle of cooperation up.